Hello, Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you to my channel. In this video, I will discuss key concepts of postcolonial theory. If you are not familiar with postcolonial theory, don't worry. By mastering these 25 concepts, you will be in a better position to understand what postcolonial theory is and what are most important concepts in it. So let's start. Postcolonial terms, 25 vital MCQs. Number one, the state of being other or different, diverse, otherness. Options are subalternity, ambivalence, alterity, complicity. And the correct option is alterity. The state of being other, otherness, or diverse, especially being different. So alterity stands for all these words. Number two refers to a simultaneous attraction toward and repulsion from an object, person, or action. Options are alterity, complicity, appropriation, ambivalence. The correct option is ambivalence. The love and hate relation is called ambivalent relation. So ambivalence is marked by simultaneous attraction and repulsion. Number three, an Afrikaans term meaning separate used in South Africa for the policy initiated by the nationalist government after 1948 and usually rendered into English in the innocuous sounding phrase policy of separate development. Options are abrogation, alienation, othering, apartheid. The correct answer is apartheid. These days, this term is also being applied for the Israeli apartheid policies. Number four, a term used to describe the ways in which post-colonial societies take over those aspects of imperial culture that may be of use to them in articulating their own social and cultural identities. Options are acculturation, multiculturalism, appropriation, syncreticity. The correct option is appropriation. Reading colonial texts from post-colonial perspective is an act of appropriation, in which the post-colonial subjects they articulate their own case. Number five refers to a local merchant acting as a middleman between foreign producers and local market. Hybrid, trader, comprador, colonizer. The correct option is comprador. Sometimes we refer to bureaucracy as well as a comprador class. Number six, a term used by Edward Said to describe a way of reading the text of English literature so as to reveal their deep implication in imperialism and other colonial processes. Number one, contrapuntal reading. Number two, deconstruction. Number three, close reading. Number four, discourse analysis. And the correct option is contrapuntal reading. Number seven is the process of revealing and dismantling colonialist power in all its forms. A. Decolonization. B. Imperialism. C. Neocolonialism. D. Settlement. And the answer is decolonization. Number eight is the voluntary or forcible movement of peoples from their homelands into new regions is a crucial central historical fact of colonization. Migration, diaspora, immigration, slave movement. And the correct option is migration. Number nine is the process whereby individual lives and local communities are affected by economic and cultural forces that operate worldwide. Options are cosmopolitanism, globalization, universalism, commonwealth. And correct option is globalization. The globalization affects people all over the world, especially the third world. Number 10 is generally understood to mean domination by consent, complicity, hegemony, subalternity, marginality. And the option is hegemony, a concept that was promoted by Gramsci. Number 11 refers to the creation of new transcultural forms within the contact zone produced by colonization. Syncreticity, hybridity, homogeneity, acculturation. And the correct option is syncreticity. 12 is a term used binaristically in colonial discourse to refer to the center in relation to a colonial periphery. Options are cosmopolitan, periphery, metropolis, capital. And answer is periphery. Number 13 is the theory of the distinctiveness of African personality and culture. Options are Black movement, Creole, Negritude, double consciousness. Correct option is Negritude. Number 14 examines the process by which the Orient was and continues to be constructed in European thinking. Occidentalism, structuralism, Orientology, Orientalism. And the correct answer is Orientalism. So, Orientalism is basically the study of the Western mindset, the, the Western mindset with which the West looks at the Orient. So, in actual terms, it's not about the Orient, it's about the way West thinks about the Orient. 15 is anyone who is separate from oneself. Options are margin, ego, other, mimic. The correct option is other. Number 16 deals with the effects of colonization on cultures and societies of the once free societies. Options are postcolonialism, globalization, cosmopolitanism, imperialism. And the correct option is postcolonialism. Number 17, or of inferior rank, is a term adopted by Antonio Gramsci to refer to those groups in society who are subject to the hegemony of the ruling class. Options are subaltern, other, colonized, and diaspora. And correct option is subaltern. We are familiar with Spivak's famous essay, Can the Subaltern Speak? But the first person to coin this term, to use this term, was Gramsci. 18. Ambivalence was promoted by Baba, Fanon, Edward Said, Chomsky. And correct option is Baba. Baba also promoted terms like mimicry and hybridity. 19. How much of the globe was colonized by Europeans? One fourth, two third, one fifth, half. And the correct option is two third. Bill Ashcroft et al. They give two third. But Annie Lumba in her book Colonialism and Postcolonialism, she thinks that it was more than two third. It was about 82%. 20. The concept of double consciousness was promoted by Paul Gilroy, Du Bois, Chomsky, Fanon. And the correct option is Du Bois, who also said that 20th century is the century of colorblind. 21 is a term for binary structure of imperial ideology. John Muhammad uses it to describe the process by which imperial discourse polarizes the society, culture, and every being of colonizer and colonized into the Manichaean categories of good and evil. Options are othering, Manichaeanism, Orientalism, Acculturation. So the answer is obvious, Manichaeanism. Manichaeanism stands for binary. Number 22, these terms, respectively Spanish and French in origin, semantically register the idea of a mixing of races and or cultures. Hybridity and syncreticity, acculturation and multiculturalism, mestizo and metis, thesis and antithesis. So answer is obviously mestizo and metis. Number 23 are languages serving as lingua franca, that is, they are used as a medium of communication between groups who have no other language in common. Options are Creole, variety, dialect, pidgin. And the correct option is pidgin. So pidgin is the first step in the development of a new language. Next is Creole, followed by dialect, followed by variety, and then variety becomes language. 24 arises when a pidgin becomes the native language of a speech community, as in the Caribbean. Creole, pidgin, variety, language. The correct option is Creole. 25. A term coined by Gayatri Spivak to describe the way in which colonized space is brought into the world. That is, made to exist as part of the world essentially constructed by Eurocentrism. Options are othering, bordering, merging, worldling. The correct option is worldling. Thank you. Please consider subscribing to my channel. God bless you. Allah Hafiz.